Hey guys, we're back with another video, and today we've got something different. So on Instagram, we kind of shouted people.
Oh, I was wondering were you okay?
She doesn't know what I'm doing going with this, but on Instagram, we shouted a couple of you guys, or shouted our followers on Get That Faith to let us know on any suggestions they may have. Suggestions.
Let me take over. So we asked you guys on our page what content do you want to see on YouTube.
Yeah.
So well-spoken person over here.
Shut up.
And we got a few things here as well, and just a few others. And I think one of the most common theme was like God and relationships, Christian dating and stuff like that. So we just wanted to do a quick video on that.
Let's get into it.
My name's Simi.
You don't need to keep introducing ourselves.
Yes, we do, because each time there's a new person watching our video.
Okay.
So my name is Simi, guys.
My name is Michael.
And welcome back
to our channel.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Check out our other videos as well. But now, let's get into the video.
Yeah. So let's define relationships. I think for me, a relationship is just a partnership in terms of, when we're talking about a romantic relationship, it's a partnership between two people.
Yeah, I agree. Just your partner.
Yeah.
Basically, you love each other. You're with. Some people don't even love.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's a partnership.
It's a partnership.
To a certain extent, it's not a partnership like marriage, but it's a partnership.
Yeah.
Now, there's a difference between a godly relationship and a worldly relationship, in my opinion.
Okay, so what's the difference? No, I agree. So what's the difference between a Christian relationship? So what's your definition of a Christian relationship?
Okay, my definition of a Christian relationship is a relationship which is a partnership, but at the center of the relationship, God is in it.
Okay.
Whereas Jesus is in it. Jesus. Whereas in a worldly relationship, the center of the relationship is themselves, and they put themselves, not to go, yeah, but
so they worship each other without realizing, essentially.
I wouldn't go as far as to say they worship themselves, but they are the main act of their main character of the relationship, them two.
Yeah.
And in the Christian relationship, it's different. Jesus is the main character, and when you're doing things with your partner in the Christian relationship, your eyes are on Jesus while you're looking at that.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you on everything. Literally, having been dating in the world, I can definitely say that
my definition is quite accurate.
Yeah, like you love your partner, like everything you do is for your partner. Yeah. Some people are not like that, but I think because if I don't have God, then who else is a high priority in my life?
Very true.
It's my partner, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But then now dating it as a Christian, it's different, because even though sometimes you may actually put your partner before God without realizing, like I said, I like to reflect at the end of the day and be like, did I put my partner before God? Did I actually prioritize God today? Was God my number one go-to? Did I go to God before? If I was upset, did I pray first, or did I speak to God? Or did I read my Bible, or did I call my boyfriend and say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a different things there.
Different things,
yeah. But why do I look so?
Hench. We know. So what are the practical differences? So not just in terms of mentality going into a relationship, or more practical, what does that relationship do?
Just one more thing though, as well as like the difference between a Christian relationship and an unbeliever's relationship, what's also different is like the morals as well. And like the outlook. Can I say outlook? But just like the morals, like the way you go about, the way you approach and go about things, totally different. But anyway, the question that you asked about.
So practical things. So what does one get up to, and what does the other get up to?
The elephant in the room.
You think I'm gonna edit that on?
Sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really awkward.
What?
I'm just kidding. Yeah. So sex. Unbeliever will not most likely, but a lot of times.
Some unbelievers don't have sex. I feel like some people's their morals are just different. But I think that the key point is that when you're a Christian, you know that you save sex until after marriage, and I do believe that sex
until marriage, not after marriage.
Oh, sorry, until marriage. Yeah. I do believe that sex does ruin a lot of things for a lot of people. Even when you watch other people's, like you see other people's stories and stuff. I don't think people realize how much sex has a damaging impact when done
in the wrong situations and conditions. Yeah,
definitely. Hence why God wanted us to do it when we are married.
Yeah.
When we are married.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I've got a question for you now. Then, so as a believer, I think one major thing that a lot of Christian couples struggle with, it's not everybody struggle, But a lot of Christian couples struggle with is the lusting and
Sexual
the
temptation.
sexual temptation. Even I feel like sometimes as a boy in a relationship, you're like masturbating, pornography, but that's kind of a bit different.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. So I think the main point overall is sexual temptation. So how would a Christian couple go about that and making sure that they don't fall into temptation, or even if they do fall into temptation, what next?
First of all, I think you guys both need to be on the same page. You guys both need to know what this is. I think a lot of the times one person they might say it but half-hearted, they're not even on it, and the other might, and then that can cause the other person to stumble, etc., etc.
Is it them ones where it's like, oh yeah, I'm
a Christian?
Oh, is it when a girl will be like, no, I'm saving myself to marriage, and then he will be like, yeah, I'm a Christian too. But the boys say it with the intention of, don't worry, I'm still gonna off your pants.
Kind of thing, yeah, kind of thing. So you guys need to, not just in saying, but in action, you need to know that your other half is, on the same wavelength.
Is a genuine believer, genuine Christian.
Genuine. Also, so how they could prevent that is maybe just be in certain situations. Don't put yourself in certain situations to allow that thing to, for example, don't be drunk together, or when you're drinking, don't excessively drink and you're with each other, something can happen.
Because you're not sober and your mind, you're not being vigilant, you can just be falling to...
Yeah, if you are someone that knows that if you're in this particular room, for example, bedroom with your partner, you will fall, you know not to do that. So don't put yourself in that situation. Also,
even just something as like even a hug.
Hugging, kissing as well.
The skin to skin contact, or kissing, if you take it to a certain level, if you gotta do tongues, that one is or neck kisses, like let's not
beat around the bush. But all these things can lead to even worse, like damaging things. So if you should know obviously where your limit is. To be honest, the best advice is to refrain from all, but you should know where you should stand.
Know your limit, know your weaknesses.
Yeah.
You and your partner should have open discussions.
About
and it's hard because sometimes you're like, your partner does a certain thing, you're like, oh, but you don't really want him to stop or want her to stop, but you need to be like, for God, not for myself. Do you know what I mean? God wanted us to save this for marriage, to do this, to do that. It's all for a purpose. Do you know what I mean? It's all for our own benefit. As hard as it is to refrain, because pleasure, like all these temptations feel good, so it's hard to say no sometimes, but you have to say no. Yeah.
So, answer your point, you said what can a Christian couple do when they fall into temptation, for example? Just get back on your feet, but more in the sense that that sounds like really bad advice, just get back on your feet, but get up and get up and go, pursue God after that.
Don't dwell in
it.
Don't dwell in your sin.
And more be now a bit more strict in terms of boundaries. If you know, okay, maybe it's best that I refrain from this person for a couple of days, weeks, just to make sure you're mentally walking with God, kind of thing, spiritually walking with God. Then that's fine. Do whatever it takes for you to just be on the same wavelength. Remember that your partner is important, but there's a God that's way more important than all of this.
Very true.
So yeah.
When you sit back and reflect once again, why did I? When was am I reading my Bible? Am I in the Word the way that I usually am? Am I praying the way I usually am? Have I been feeding myself, edifying myself? Because I feel like sometimes if I watch certain things, for example, I'm really trying to not watch Too Hot to Handle, because personally, I feel like it's gonna make me feel a type of way. I know some people probably thinking, alright, it's not that deep, but everyone's what's the word? Weaknesses, or everyone's I don't know what the word is. Weakness is not the word, but everyone's whatever is different, basically.
Also, another practical thing that Christian couples tend to do is, read the Bible together. They tend to pray together, go to church together, fellowship with each other, as well as other believers, but together. Yeah,
and that's at the end of the day, having Christ as the foundation, as the center. When you keep, because I feel like a lot of people are so caught up on, I don't want to sin, and they've been too sin conscious, rather than just keeping their eyes on Christ. Because once you keep your eyes on Christ, all those other things, they fall off without even you trying, if that makes sense. Yeah. But also, guys, one of the questions that we had from when I asked what content do you want to see, someone asked how to deal with cheating in a Christian relationship. I personally think leave that man, leave that...
Why say man?
I was going to get onto it. Leave that man, leave that woman, leave that person, whoever it is.
Okay,
You're not married though.
Okay, I think more in the sense of the aftermath of maybe you left. How do you get the emotional heart? I think
that's very especially as a Christian,
that's weird. Not weird, but it's like you don't expect it. Not expecting a normal thing.
Not really, because like we've already said, Christians fall into temptation or fall into whatever. So yeah, that was a good point what you said about like the emotional side of it, the aftermath kind of thing.
Yeah.
Already we know that when somebody cheats on you, can't relate, can never be me. But when somebody cheats on you, no, I'm saying that I can. So when somebody cheats on you, it's very painful, I'm assuming. Sorry. Yes, of course, being cheated on is not a nice feeling, and it comes with a lot like emotional
pain. Like, bro, it's mad.
Yeah, like so. Now there's hatred, there's anger, there's like all these like negative emotions towards this person.
Can I just say to that, with those emotions, make sure you're not consumed by them.
Yeah.
Though, of course, you can't necessarily help how you feel, but you can help, subdue it.
I think what it is that I personally think, I'm a firm believer, feel how you feel. However, what you do with those emotions are important.
Yeah.
So for example now, if you see the person, I don't know, somebody's wronged you, whatever, and you see them, basically don't go out of your way to
inflict some sort of pain.
Yeah, like don't do revenge basically.
Don't seek revenge,
Don't seek revenge with your emotions. It's now, what do you now do with that person that has cheated on you or wronged you in your relationship? Forgiveness is definitely key. You have to learn to forgive. Because without that forgiveness, you're going to be holding on to a lot of emotions, and it's going to do only you wrong. Like, so it's only going to affect you rather than it affecting the person. Like, that person will happily go about their day doing whatever they're doing, and you're here burning inside. Why are you laughing?
That's you're cooking, burning inside.
Okay, and you're just here burning inside. Like, it's not right.
No, it's not right, and it's not helpful for you. So
it's not It's not helpful. It's not healthy. It doesn't it's not even of God. Sorry, there's plenty of scriptures that say anger is not. What's anger? Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. Forgiveness is very hard, but that's why listen. Just pray about everything. It's a prayer point.
Yeah.
Personally, I think to sum it up, leave that person. And are you staying?
I'm not staying.
Yeah, exactly. Leave the person because. Nah, leave the person because I was gonna say give them another chance.
Oh wait, you have to maybe give them another chance.
Do you respect yourself?
No, the thing is that
I know though, because I feel like as a Christian you have to give people
it's
chances.
hard, because it's like it ties back to like as a Christian they say if someone wronged you, be cool with them. But then I think there's a certain like level that, bro, like I respect myself.
I personally think
you can forgive but not bring back.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine.
That's what I'm saying. Leave them, forgive.
Yeah, forgive first, then leave.
No, I feel like forgiveness doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't happen overnight, but your mentality into going into forgiving has happened like instantly.
I disagree.
We can agree to disagree, bro.
I disagree only because I don't think forgiveness happens overnight. Forgiveness is a process.
No, but I know as a process you're right, but your mentality is okay. You're trying to forgive, right? That has to start as soon as the person wronged you. Forgiveness in itself is hard, and it takes a long process, and that's however long it takes is fine.
Yeah.
At the start of it is where that's the most important thing. You're making the act.
Yeah, but your emotions are very high.
No, I know. But what does God want from us? Does He want us to just have resentment for 10 minutes and then you can forgive? At the end of the day, you have to forgive at one point. That's
what I'm trying to say. So leave the person. Feel how you want to feel. That's what I'm trying to say. Feel how you want to feel, and then after that, now try. Because what's the point trying to forgive? Yet you're still, do you know what I mean? You haven't processed it fully, and I feel like that's why people take a long time to forgive, or they hold still quite a lot of emotions because you like I've even done it. Oh yeah, I've forgiven them. Meanwhile, I'm wishing. Do you know what I mean? This is when I wasn't Christian, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah. Lastly, let me ask you a question.
Okay. What
do you prefer? And answer this as honestly as you can. I want honesty. Yeah. Okay. Do you prefer being in a relationship as a Christian or as an unbeliever? So as a believer or unbeliever, which one do you prefer?
A believer. I feel like because you're dating for a purpose. Like that's the thing. Whenever you're going into a Christian relationship, your end goal is marriage. And you know, like a marriage, you shouldn't be getting into a Christian relationship. I personally, this is my personal belief. People can disagree, but I feel like whenever you go into a relationship as a Christian, purpose in it. I feel like that purpose that you're working towards something is more fulfilling
than just dating anybody.
And the benefits of when you're now in a marriage and Christian relationship, like the sex, is more worthwhile, more fulfilling when you're in the marriage.
Yeah. So when you're dating as a Christian, like you said, you have a purpose. You don't. I believe Christian boys. Why people say Christian boys don't have any game is because they don't just move to anybody.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
They don't just move to anybody. It's not just anybody they move to, and even the way they will move to you. I believe boys that aren't Christians, their game is quite sexual.
And their tensions.
Yeah. So it comes across quite boring, like they're flirting, they're doing a lot kind of thing. So it's like, ooh, do you know what I mean? Whereas a Christian boy, because the Christian boys even flirt. I think
that's a good question.
I don't know. Anyway, what was even the question? I feel like I answered the question.
I think this just been a chit chat.
Yeah,
just a chit
chat about Christian dating as a believer. Nice chit chat. Do you want to get a cuppa?
Why not?
After. Okay, well, thank you for listening to our chit chat.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have anything that you want, like, just put your opinions down below.
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, I feel like my opinions are changing every single day as well. Yeah. Like, I see somebody else have like a point, and I'm like, actually. So yeah, you can check out our other videos. We've got podcasts. We got. Go on, tell them. We got.
You tell them, bro. We've got we're on Instagram. We've got podcasts. Our podcast.
Be serious now and say it well.
Okay. We've got Instagram, on Twitter.
Let me say it. Yes, we're on Instagram. We are on YouTube, obviously. We've also got our podcast, which is also on YouTube, and Twitter as well.
TikTok.
Yeah. You love TikTok.
I don't love TikTok, bro. She's on 24/7, guys.
And we have TikTok as well.
And
sorry.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.